study statistics, right? And their distribution, right? Microsoft already they give up this system. This system is majority adopted and being promoted by GE, 什么 Wage, Jack Wage, GE Jack Wage. This is no code. If you are the bottom 10, then you will be fired. And from time to time, but they forgot about the one thing in humanity. Nobody wants the willingness to be the bottom one. But if the department has one of your relatives, things will change. They will persuade you, okay, and then in public administration area like government, how you know they handling this? They will talk to you. Okay, we take turns. This year you're bottom 10, and next year it's your turn. That's so called performance management. It's totally jeopardized again. I mean, really weakened the control purpose. So IBM suffering, Microsoft suffering the issue. So they stopped to use this. And in another way, they more focus on rolling base performance review through IT system help. Because if I log in, when I complete my job, the computer will show the order record. When I'm looking at the weekly, your daily progress, I already know you have how many jobs you have done, it's good or bad, being rejected or being approved. It's very clearly. So they switch the focus. Not go for formality, go to coach every day. Coach, so manager more serve like a coach. They outside the manager serve as a coach. They are also hiring internal consultant, very famous scholar, professor from the university. Like Jack Welch, also hiring one of the very famous professor called the way the leading change, the author Peter. I don't remember. Peter said is one of the consultant. They hired them. Oh, John Coulter, keeping it. So. Don't see this company only one company. Actually, they have outsourcing many of the very high level management resources from outsiders. Okay. Then Microsoft 5 focus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already mentioned here. New workforce escalation, human agent collaboration, human and AI machine. You should be human and machine collaboration working. Actually, in TSMC, they already happened in the manufacturing line. Early 40 years ago, CNC mechanical workshop already done this job by a Japanese company. Now it's a robot. It's a robot, okay, done this. So your people someday you will see in the factory, robot is one of your colleagues. You need to call him sir. I mean, sure, that is already done. And I saw one of the video published, issued by Amazon, their warehouse. I mean, the robot don't look like people's shirt, okay, but the machine is working like a man, handling all the storage. People analytics, based on each experience, I mean person's experience. You can have your self-help or self-designed help desk by yourself. So that make your personal individually use. For HR means HR can no longer, I mean, you should remember the human is the basic of the people working together. So culture, inclusion, but inclusion should be very carefully used. Donald Trump, well, I don't know how to describe him, you know. It's too difficult to understand him. Imagine a scenario. This room is a China store. You know China store, pants in the bowl rushed into this chain store, China store. What happened? Mesh, right? That's my perception. So HR for HR, including the first day he succeed the second generation tenure of the presidency. He already cut off the equity. D means culture. EDI, equity, diversity, inclusion. Microsoft is a Microsoft is a politician. He knows. Donald Trump disliked it. They changed it very quickly. HR for HR, culture and inclusion only. No more talking about equity, diversity, and inclusion. So sometimes the business, sure, we understand it is very difficult, particularly in the United States. Okay, engineer and HR, that would be the very key word for everything. Okay, the TSMC suffering is toward more global, intellectual, intercultures, and also AI collaboration. That is very important. So this is an era for us. However, it's too quick. You know. I remember just starting year 2000. Then it come to year 2020, and after the year 20, now today is year 26. So 5 years when Professor Jin and we studied in MIT school, the online program. At that time, we haven't mentioned about AI already, because AI, that is.
We did AIoT.
Yeah, that's the AIoT, but not an AI agent.
Yeah.
No,
A new one.
everything changed, you know, just for 6 years. It moved too fast. Okay, this I leave it, okay, the PPT for you to side by side to make some comparison between TSMC and Microsoft. What's the major difference, okay, and why they make the change. So primary psychology is 0 to strategic alignment 0. In terms of TSMC, how they think strategic and how Microsoft think. So that's where expanding your vision to understanding more about human resource management. And also learning and development model. 20, I don't remember your name, sorry. 7-20-10, that means when you learn new things, the first week you will remember 70%. And the following week, you will just remember 20% of the new things. Then 3 months later come back, you may only remember 5% or even less. That's the basic. So reinforced management is important. You know how when Professor Lee and I work together, we acquired Microsoft LinkedIn training program not for every employee, because you know, for instance, average age this year is coming to 59.
Yeah, this year. Because it's 5 years, isn't it?
You know, a person 59 years, how can I change him? If I give him some new video. So forget about that. That the old dog cannot play new tricks. No way to change them. So only selected people. Based on the 7 criteria. The first one is age should be under 40. Above 40, already lacking of any motivation. And second, language-wise, English should go through what we call the test. TOEIC. The standard for manufacturing is 500. Standard for sales and supply chain management, 550. For manager, 600. So different levels of the requirement. For those people doing business day to day for sales, 500. So that should be differentiate that.